Passage to India, chapter number 3. Chapter number 1 and 2 we were already discussed in the previous video. Mrs. Moray enters the club where the play Cousin Kate is in its third act. The playroom is very hot, so she goes to the billiard room instead. Adela Quested, a young woman who travelled with Mrs. Moray from England, is there saying, I want to see the real India. Mrs. Moray escorted Adela at Ronnie's request. Adela and Ronnie might become engaged soon. Adela and Mrs. Moray are both slightly disappointed by them visits so far, as they have mostly stayed in the English settlement and have not seen what they imagine as the real India. Mr. Turton, the district collector, the chief administrative officer of Chandrapur, enters and orders drinks for them. He praises Ronnie as a dignified young man and one of us. Mrs. Moray is surprised, not entirely pleased to hear this. The play ends and a band plays the English national anthem. All conversation stops at its place and everyone is reminded that they are English, part of an emperor occupying a foreign land. After the song, Adela again asks to see the real India. Cyril Fidling, the principal of the government college, passes through the room and suggests that Adela should try meeting some Indians. The ladies of the club, including Mrs. Turton and Mrs. Callender, are amused by Adela's desire to see Indians. They assure her that it's best to avoid them, as all the Indians are creepy and disrespectful. Mr. Turton wants to please Adela, however, so he promised to hold a bridge party for both Indians and English. Mr. and Mrs. Turton then leave the club, with Mrs. Turton thinking that she does not like Adela or Mr. Fidling because they are not pakka respectful enough. As distant extensions of the British monarchy, the Turtons are like royalty in Chandrapur, and when they leave, the party breaks up. Ronnie is excited that Mr. Turton was so friendly to his guests. Ronnie says that he's been learning how to deal with the Indians properly. He mentioned Muhammad Ali, whom Ronnie felt he had to snub in court to avoid being taken advantage of. Mrs. Moray goes outside and feels a sudden sense of unity with the moon and stars. She, Ronnie, and Adela ride home, and on the way, Mrs. Moray points out the mosque she stopped at. She mentions the nice young man she met here, and Ronnie assumes from the tone of her voice that she is talking about an Englishman. When he learns that she is talking about an Indian, he is surprised and angry and starts accusing Aziz of impudence. They stop momentarily and admire the Gangas and then return to their bungalow. Adela goes to bed and Ronnie starts interrogating his mother about Aziz. He uses phrases he has learned from his superiors to discuss Indians, and he interprets Mrs. Moray's words to sound like Aziz was being insubordinate. Mrs. Moray scolds her son, saying that Ronnie never used to judge people like this at home. Ronnie responds that India is not home. Ronnie feels obligated to tell Major Calendar about Aziz being impudent, but Mrs. Moray makes him promise not to. In exchange, Ronnie asks his mother to not tell Adela about Aziz. Ronnie is afraid that Adela will start worrying about whether the English treat the natives properly. Mrs. Moray reminds him that Adela has come to India to observe how Ronnie is when he is at work. Mrs. Morey goes into her bedroom, and as she hangs up her clock, she sees that there is a small wasp on her coat hook. The narrator says that no Indian animal has any sense of the interior, as all human architecture is just a normal growth of the internal jungle. Mrs. Morey calls the wasp pretty dear as it continues to sleep.